Spring weather brings damaging winds. From the State Emergency Service. Severe storms can happen at any time, and the impacts can be devastating. Victorian State Emergency Service, or VICSES, volunteers are calling on community members to stay prepared for further storms this spring. Over a 48-hour period from 1 p.m. Friday, August 29, VICSES volunteers across the state were called to more than 1,800 requests for assistance, or RFAs, in their communities after a series of storm fronts carrying damaging wind gusts of more than 100 kilometres per hour swept across the state. The storm cells, which impacted much of the state from Friday evening and into Saturday morning, saw VICSES volunteers called to respond to more than 1,400 reports of trees down and over 300 calls relating to building damage. Throughout Victoria, 130 VICSES units were actively responding to incidents in their communities during this time, with 6 different units responding to more than 50 RFAs each in the process, including Manningham, whose volunteers turned out to more than 50 calls over the week. On September 15, another windswept day saw Nillumbik SES volunteers turn out to 60 requests for assistance on just one day. Mark Cattell, VICSES State Agency Commander, said,
"Our incredible VICSES volunteers have been working hard in recent days to triage and clear hundreds of requests for assistance in the wake of damaging winds. But it's just as important our communities know how to prepare their property and limit their risk when a storm is forecast."
Be prepared. It might be one day, 1 week, or 1 month away, but a storm will come.
Spring can often bring severe weather in the form of thunderstorms or significant wind events, often with limited notice. So it's important Victorians take proactive action to reduce the likelihood of requiring a visit from our volunteers in Orange. Simple things like trimming overhanging branches, clearing gutters, and securing loose items can make a world of difference in a storm event,
said Commander Cattell. He said the best thing you can do to protect yourself and your property is to prepare for the worst. Here are some easy tips to increase the safety of your property before a storm hits. Keep trees and branches away from your home. Park your car under cover. Keep gutters, downpipes and drains clean. Secure outdoor furniture and trampolines. Prepare an emergency kit with essential items. Stay indoors and away from windows. Look out for and avoid falling or damaged trees, damaged roads and debris, and fallen power lines. Monitor weather warning and forecasts via the Bureau of Meteorology website or app, warnings through the Vic Emergency website app or hotline 1800 226 226, or tune in to emergency broadcasters such as ABC Local Radio. Remember, if you need storm emergency assistance, call VICSES on 132 500. If life-threatening, call 000. Victorians are also being encouraged to remain aware of their surroundings, as some trees or branches may have been partially damaged and prone to falling in the wake of recent wind events. Last year, a similar stretch of severe weather saw VICSES volunteers called to more than 8,000 RFAs over the final days of winter. The recent weather serves as a timely reminder for communities to remain prepared for storm events as we enter Victoria's high-risk weather season. Throughout spring and into early summer months, Victorians are encouraged to trim back any overhanging branches, clear gutters regularly, and safely secure outdoor items such as furniture, trampolines, and umbrellas if gusty winds are anticipated. If severe storms are predicted, community members are encouraged to limit unnecessary travel where possible and safely pull to the side of the road away from trees and gutters if conditions are dangerous. It's also important for community members to understand their own local flood risk and become familiar with their town or suburb's local flood guide to ensure they are ready to act in the event of a riverine or flash flooding event. To learn more about how to prepare for a storm event, visit ses.vic.gov.au/b-storm-smart.